All right. Welcome to our month-long breakthrough program. We're going to meditate together 5 days a week. I am super freaking excited to do this. This is the first time I've ever done this. So I am experimenting on you. This is a meditation science experiment on your consciousness. And to begin, of course, I uh, I might have a couple jokes. So let's start with some of those. It's Monday morning. If you are here live, we got to shake off the weekend, get ready for the week, and get ready to move some energy and have some breakthroughs. So let's start by laughing. Then I want to define what a breakthrough is, what to expect this month with me in the group, and then we'll go from there. So, first joke. What happens to an illegally parked frog? It gets towed away. Okay. What do you call a hippie's wife? A Mississippi. A Mrs. Hippie. I don't know about that one. All right. How about this one? What's the difference between an outlaw and an in-law? Outlaws are wanted. Ouch. Ouch. All right. Couple more. Yeah. Whether you want to or not. Sure. Why did Beethoven get rid of all of his chickens? All they said was "bok, bok, bok." I like that one. That's good. That's good. Okay. I got two more for you. Before you marry a person, you should first make them use a computer with a slow internet connection to see who they really are. That's really good. Oh man, that's a really good one. See how they treat waiters, and yeah, that's a good one too. I always like that one. All right, last one. My mother was so surprised when I told her I was born again. She said she didn't feel a thing. All right. uh, I like that. All right. Do we have a winner joke if we were to vote? Is there a winner? I think I personally like the computer one. I like the computer one the most. Yeah. Some of you like Bach, the computer. In-laws. Some of you like the in-laws. Okay. So maybe some of you, your breakthrough for the month is dealing with your in-laws. So let's jump into it. Thank you all so much for being here. It's wonderful to see all these bright, shiny faces. So many of you come live to sit and meditate. So every morning, it's 9 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. in Colorado, where I am, 11 in Chicago, 12 in New York, and then Europe, it's afternoon, evening. And so every day we're going to get together for 30 minutes. We'll chat for a few in the beginning, maybe do a little sharing, and then we'll jump into a meditation. And if there's time at the end, I'll leave a few minutes for questions. We will send out the recording of every session same day, hopefully within a couple hours of the session. So folks feel like if they missed one, they're still with the group. And on Wednesdays, Desi is going to be doing our hypno journeys. So if you've never done a hypno journey with her before, she's awesome. You could do them laying down. So one day a week, you get a little rest. You can sit up as well if you want to. And she'll guide you through a more visual experience, sticking with the topic that we choose. So in today's meditation, we're going to meditate on the thing we want to meditate on for the next 4 weeks. And I want you to really stick with that. Now, it might have 10 different aspects. Maybe you choose a topic. It might be around your career, relationships, creative project. Could be an emotion you're stuck on, whatever it is that you choose. And each time you sit and meditate, it's kind of like a diamond, facet of a diamond. You might look at it through a different lens, or you might look at it from a different side and get an insight. Some days you might feel really stuck. Other days you might have a breakthrough. Some days you sleep while I talk and wake up at the end. And whenever you commit yourself to something, uh, you should be pushing on your edge. It should feel uncomfortable. It should feel somewhat difficult. Like you don't want to do it. And that persistence is what's going to be really important, the commitment and the persistence to getting through the entire month and really doing the work. So when I was younger, I would do 10-day Vipassana meditations where we would sit for like 10 hours a day meditating. Our bodies would hurt a lot. Get up at 4:30, you're meditating throughout most of the day, finishing up at 8 p.m. And it was really, really freaking hard. And it was usually not until day 6, 7, or 8 where people would start having breakthroughs. So about 3/4 of the way done, you would finally have a breakthrough. And the first 3/4 were could be brutal, physically painful, really difficult. Your mind just will not stop. There's emotional pain. You're like, I'm never making progress. This is going nowhere. And then, like clockwork, in a very scientific way, almost everyone would have a breakthrough on usually day 6 or 7. Um, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen here. This is a different style and structure, but like anything in life, if you put in consistent practice, you will see results. I started with a personal trainer not too long ago, and I made so much more progress in just a few sessions with that personal trainer than I did in a year working out myself. And it was the help and the direction and having someone else there showing me each the finesse of each move and how to sequence that was just so helpful. The same has happened for me in taking piano lessons and guitar and singing and ice hockey, all the things. And I'm sure you've had these experiences too. And so part of the energy that I want to set here for the group and for the month is that kind of commitment and direction. So I'm going to lead you for the next month in a specific direction so that you can make a breakthrough around one specific energy or topic in your life. Are we all good with that commitment? Yes. Some of you are like, day one, I'll see you on day 30. It's actually 20 days, right? So it's 4 weeks, right? 5 days a week times 4 weeks. So and then if you want to continue to meditate on the weekends, of course, I highly recommend it. But if you also need a break, you can take a break. I want to start by defining what a breakthrough is. I'm going to give you kind of a traditional definition, and then we'll go from there. So, the traditional definition of a breakthrough is a significant and sudden discovery, realization, or achievement that propels you forward in a new and profound way. It often represents a leap beyond existing limitations or barriers, leading to a transformative shift in perspective, understanding, or capability, and perhaps all three. And so during this month, we're going to focus on three pieces: presence, persistence, and patience. The three P's. When someone asks you, how's the breakthrough program with David? You can be like, we're learning all about the PPs. Presence, persistence, and patience. Okay. Presence, persistence, and patience. So if you're not anchored into this moment and into reality, then the rest of the work is not going to be very meaningful. So we want to be present. We want to have commitment and persistence. We're going to show up every day and do the work. And we need to have a certain kind of relaxed patience. It's a bit of a paradox where you're putting in effort, energy, and attention, and at the same time, you're present, relaxed, and allowing yourself to just move with the energy of the moment. Okay. So that's my little motivational spiel. So I can get Tony Robbins on you. By the end of this month, your every dream you've ever had will have come true. Tony's funny because I've heard him say many times that he can't meditate, that his mind doesn't slow down. So he does what's called priming. He does heavy breathing, he does ice baths, and he does a lot of movement, and all of that is really great. But I think there's also something to be said for being able to sit with yourself, to know yourself, and to be still. And And if you can't do that, then something's up. You should be able to sit still with yourself, even if something hurts, right? So meditation is about facing reality. So step one is always being in reality. And the reality is in this moment. The reality is what you're feeling. The reality is what you're stuck on. So we have to face that if we want to move through it. And most of us avoid, distract, lie to ourselves. We will walk around the earth to avoid what's right here. So you are here and committed to not do that this month. And if you do it, then you get to come back and go, okay, I'm going to face my tendency to distract myself. I'm going to face my tendency to avoid. I'm going to face my tendency to override. If let's just use those three. Are you a distractor, avoider, or overrider? Write it in the chat. Distractor, avoider, overrider. You could have all three, but if one has a little more dominance. Okay, distractor, overrider, avoider, overrider. Define overrider. I'm going to push through. Even though this bothers me, I'm just going to work hard and keep going and just, bro. Yeah. Overrider, big time. Distractor, avoider. Okay. Yeah. Good. So you all have some awareness of what your defaults are and tendencies. So if you're an avoider, that means I want you to be careful of not coming to class. Okay. If you're a distractor, I want you to make sure all your devices are off other than whatever you're looking at, with me, and everything is on silent. Okay. If you're an overrider, I invite you to relax for the month and maybe even learn to surrender and to lose. If you're always trying to win, trying to overcome, it's honorable to always be bleeding, trying hard, climbing the mountain. Then maybe this month in meditation, you learn to surrender a bit more. Okay. So, what would be your successful version of not being a distractor, overrider, or avoider? What's the difference? What's the quality of your energy if you don't do any of those? Then what do you look like? What's your energy like? Who are you? How do you show up? That is something we can also begin to meditate on. And we are not here to settled. Yeah, good. Yeah, please share what that feels like to you, to not distract, override, or avoid. Show up imperfectly. Some of the folks in this class are in my teacher training program. They're training to be meditation teachers. And in this last class we were working with a quote from Zen that I love that says, enlightenment is not having anxiety over imperfection or about imperfection. And I really love that. So let's bring that into the energy of this class as well. Trusting, feeling acceptance, showing up imperfectly. Yes. Trusting, giving up control. Yeah. Make time and space for being fully present in a relaxed way. Wonderful. Calm, trusting, accepting. Yeah. Good. Thank you all for sharing. So we have limited time, so let's meditate together. Okay. And I want you to sit up if you can. If you can't, obviously, then you're reclining, laying down, but there's something to be said for sitting up. Yeah. Having a straight spine, being present. There we go. Ah, here we are. So go ahead and relax yourself. Take a few deep breaths. Shake off the weekend. I want you to just notice, are you breathing through your nose or your mouth? Doesn't matter. Just be aware. Notice if you're listening through one ear or the other, or both. Notice if you're feeling the world through one hand or the other hand, or both. I want you to notice your skin, thousands of pores, experiencing the temperature of the room that you're in. Your skin can open, it can close, it can feel. I want you to just notice. Are you breathing through one nostril or the other, or both? Are you breathing only through your mouth? Notice that again. And then can you slow your breathing down by about 20%? As you slow your breathing down, just notice all the people you've been communicating with in your psyche, in your emotional energy field. Just watch them just kind of walk out the side exit. Everyone who wants something from you, needs something from you, loves you, hates you, is indifferent towards you, wants to set the agenda for the month for you. I know what you should meditate on, me. Just send them all out in a very loving, polite way. Show them the exit. So, this meditation, this month-long training, it's just for you, and they will benefit from the shift in your consciousness. And start to orient your awareness behind your eyes in the center of your head. If you need to, if it helps, you can rub your temples with your index fingers for a moment and just orient yourself between your temples into your inner temple. This is the temple of your consciousness. Drop those shoulders away from your ears. And I want you to notice that your body never lies. Your mind lies, but your body will always represent the truth. So you can make a commitment to listening to your body throughout this entire month. And what I'd like you to do now that we're here and that we're present is just to allow, in a very intuitive way, allow one thing that wants your attention for this month, one area of your life, one subject that needs healing, insight, attention to rise into your awareness. If you were to visualize it almost like an air bubble coming up through the water until it rises to the surface. And then you can peer into it. So perhaps you came with an agenda or you didn't, but I want you to just look into this air bubble and see what it is for yourself in this moment. It might surprise you. Even if you only have a vague sense, you'll start to get a sense of what it is. Whether you are surprised or not, and you just validate this is what needs your attention for the next 4 weeks in meditation. There may be layers of energy that will peel off as you sit and meditate with this. There will be insights, there will be struggles, there will be confusion, doubt, stuckness, and that's why you're here. So, as you sit with this energy, can you make a commitment to yourself that you will show up and meditate with it? Let it teach you and show you what you need to learn. This may be a very big piece of your life on this planet. And just because you're struggling with something doesn't make you bad or make you slow or behind everyone else. We all struggle with something. That's why we're on Earth. Otherwise, we wouldn't be on Earth. We're all on a planet where it's sunny, and sometimes it's cloudy and stormy, and we have to learn to ride the weather. And again, meditation is about facing reality. So right now, as you look at this one thing, what is one energy about it that's kept you stuck, that's kept you from having an answer? Some kind of energy that you've been struggling with. Just see what comes up for you. There may very well be more than one, but just like when you choose something to wear in the closet and you're, pushing the hangers one by one to the side, or you're picking a book, kind of move your hands through, feel the texture of the energy, and then go, ah, this one. Oh, there it is, fear, doubt, anger, confusion. There's likely a core one. Just say hello to it. And I want you to invite this energy into your life for the next 4 weeks. I want you to take a deep breath and show it. You will be present with it, you will be persistent with it, and you will be patient. And every time you go to distract, avoid, or override, you'll come back. This is where your edge is. This is where your growth is. This is why you're here. It's not a coincidence, and it won't go away until you face it. It'll just show up somewhere else in your life over and over. And if you're tired of that, then here you are. And you're not alone. Here we all are as a nice big group. Every human being in this class doing their work. I want you to give a nice bow nod to this energy. Say, I will see you again tomorrow. Thank it. And then for now, you can let it go. It, if you want, you can plant it in a planter, put it on the side in the center of your head. You can have it next to you and bring it back, or you could just let it go. I want you to notice you don't have to figure it out, heal it, or fix it right now. Today is about bringing it up, acknowledging it, and giving it space and inviting it into your life for the next 4 weeks. Notice that patience part. Good work. So for right now, let it go. Big breath, relax. You can stretch. You can slowly open your eyes. I want to be respectful of time. And if you want to share what you noticed in the chat, you can. What that one energy was or what the topic is, you're welcome to share as much or as little as you want. Yeah. And were you surprised or were you like, oh, yeah, that's definitely what it was? Anxious, guilt. Thank you. Yeah. Controlled. Okay. Fear, anxiety, not trusting myself, fear of disappointment, lack of faith in myself, fear, deception. Okay. So we got a lot of fear. This is good to know. I really want this feedback. Fear of regret, fear, striving, working through what I've been on my, okay. They're going quick. Here we go. Fear of moving forward, self doubt, fear to communicate authentically, impatience, fear of getting in over my head, confusion, anxiety. Wow. Okay. So we're going to do a master class on fear. I got it. Interesting. Yeah. Wow. So when we meet tomorrow, we're going to step in deeper into this energy, we're going to meditate for longer. I did a little longer preamble this morning as it was our first day. Wow, thank you all for sharing all of that. I'll send out the recording if you fell asleep, if you need to do the meditation again today or any day. You'll have access to all the recordings so you can sit and work it again and again. Okay. And I will make sure I start and finish on time every other day. But as it was the first day, we needed a little more time to get going. I don't want to overwhelm you. That's it. Have an amazing day. Get back to whatever you're doing. And I will see you tomorrow, same place, same time. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. I'll unmute you if you want to say bye. And I'll see you soon. Thank you. Thank you all.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Everyone, see you
Bye.
tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. We got 19 more of these. All right.
Aloha.
Take care. Bye, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.